Hello, welcome back to this club, and we are ready with a fresh club on the systematic to take this systematic forward. In the first phase of our whole series, we have focused on unpeeling the onion from a problem statement point of view. A problem well understood is half or more than half solved. So we spend enough time to understand the problem statement. From last couple of clubs, we have moved towards the solution theme and started unpeeling the solution. Now we revealed our magical word dream and already deep dive in the first letter of the magical word D, which is dare. And today we are going to take up the next word, which is R for re. I'm ready with my drink. Have you got your drink? Get it and let's get to the drive. In this club, we will start from where we left last club. Once you have reactivated the courage to change something and ability to take some risk in life, we come to the second magical stage of the dream, which is R. And the R stands for re, which is reinvest your time and money to relearn something which is valid for context and take your career to revivification and reposition yourself in the world. On this outset, let me confess one thing with you all, that I have learned many things from business and implemented in my personal life. There are various processes, techniques, tools, and systematics which are being used in professional organizations. And if you look at them with little selfish nature, those all can be used in our life in some or other way and can be very helpful to take the success to the next level. Let me share one similar learning with you. What is one most important success factor in any long standing business or organization is starting from smallest one to the biggest corporate world is they are always investing their returns back to the business in a fixed proportion to upgrade their existing products and invent new one by doing research and development. Inventing new which are more advanced in technology and relevant for the context of consumer. Most of the business have this process that they ensure that a certain proportion of their annual income is reinvested for research, future technology, development of the business and the products. Now, tell me one thing. Do we learn anything out of this for our own life? Let's study this phase of life in a little innovative way to connect. Normally, we study for 15 to 20 years at the beginning of our life, which is nothing but similar to product development phase like any other product in business world. Then we get launched into corporate world, get some good job or do our own work, and the product start delivering its services in the market. Now what happens from then onwards, more often than not, most of us get lost in the market due to various different priorities of the life. We just keep shuffling between the companies, get pay hikes, start enjoying the fruits for which we saw the seeds so far, get into other responsibilities of life like getting married, having children, their education, get our own dreamer house, car, so on, so forth. And in this midst of all these, we tend to forget that the product we had launched in the market as ourselves has shelf life and need to be relaunched periodically. Finally, we reach to a stage more often than not where we become irrelevant to the context because we have missed the next phase like research, reinvestment, new product development, and relaunching ourselves all together to the market. Many a times we also tend to get into a trap that the organization for which we are working is responsible for our development, that the company or organization will take care of my all training and development needs, including acquiring new skills. But this is not true. In general, all the companies enable various trainings and development program for all their employees, but those are very basic, like wear and tear to the product which a consumer has to take care while using the product. So however, that does not guarantee that sustenance of product for next level of market needs. The product itself will obsolete, which cannot be made useful with normal wear and tear maintenance. This requires complete new launching of the product with additional skills, competency development, like a new feature launching into the market. In other case, if you use the fundamental principle of an ongoing organization to keep regularly investing a certain portion of income for future preparation, this equally applies to us. In the same way, in our own life, if we keep investing certain proportion of our income and time to upgrade ourselves every year and keep polishing ourselves better than our competitors, then one will never be required to worry about a job or career because it will automatically take care by keeping yourself relevant always with changing context, which means we must reinvest a certain portion of our income and time consistently to upgrade ourselves and acquire new competencies which are relevant today, and thereby making ourselves fit for the next level of requirement. We study many things while our graduation and post graduation to get into particular specialized stream and get into work. We forget that every knowledge has some expiry period because of changing environment and very fast changing external world. This made this topic of relearn very contextual for every one of us. We need to sometimes unlearn which we had learned long back and relearn something new and relevant for the time. Relearning the next developments in our field and get training on innovative practices in our field of professional practice is most important to keep ourselves relevant. Not only the new topics in the same field, but as we grow up in the ladder, most of the time it is important that we start acquiring additional knowledge of additional areas which are complementary to our core and need to expand our knowledge base and field of knowledge beyond which we have started our career. Let me get to one research. As per the research and study published a few years back in Economic Times, the findings were captured in global skill development firm CT and Girls Group's first skill confidence report. The study covered 8,000 employees in UK, US, South Africa, and India. The India Pacific research had 2055 respondents, including 272 CEOs or senior leaders, 532 middle managers, and 1251 general employees. The study measured the confidence level of the working population with reference to their skill and jobs today. It also examined the role of vocational training and skill development and its impact on their professional performance. According to the research result, 91% of Indian respondents felt that their skills would become obsolete in the next few years. The skill gap in Indian organizations were the most among the four nations covered. High age, 88% of Indian respondents identified skill gap in their organization. So the point is, the research and studies also support the argument that the area in which we got our field of practice itself become redundant due to changing environment and new innovations, and in that case it becomes very important that we go back to the ground zero and get ourselves trained in new area of practices and get trained with new competencies which are relevant with change of time and context. If we have not done this for past few years, then this is the time to take a short break and get ourselves trained on new innovative development in our area of practice, or develop complementary skills and make ourselves competitive and relevant. Now, this seems easier said than done. It's easy to see, informations are all available. The question is, how do I take the decision? Everyone will have this question always in mind, unanswered, or will have confusion as, yes, I want to do something, but what? How do I find as what makes sense for me to do, which will help me in making myself relevant or will aid to my complementary skills? So we are going to present you a model here with some techniques which can help us to find some answer or helps to narrow down something to find right way to proceed. And one of the technique to use for decision making is the spider web strategy. This is making web of your skills and find out complementary skills which can be built additionally on the foundation of your existing skill and can help you for future build up. And this is called the spider web strategy. So let me show you an example. How does this web strategy work? Spider web strategy. So you have one core competency with you. So this is your core, for example. Then you build some one more core on top of this. So this is your second core. So now you have some base already available. So you need to build now on top of this, which does not require equal effect. So you need to build 4 walls initially. Now you can build next house only in the 2 walls. If you have 2 walls, you can build a new house. And similarly, if you want to build one more, you can just build here with 3 walls. So that's how you can keep building. You can build one more house here with only 2 walls, and so on and so forth. You can keep building with only less than few walls. So you can keep building, and now you have space available. If you want build here one more house, you do not need equal effort. You need only 2. and this is one more house available. So this is how you keep creating a web of your competencies, and this is called spider web strategy, where on your top of base you creating additional competencies with minimum effort. Sometimes it can be three-fourths, sometimes it can be half of existing, and you keep expanding your core slowly. You see this making art of web, and you can observe that first two boxes took 4 walls to build, but using the foundation of first two. Next two boxes took only two lines, which means building on the foundation of existing set of competency and creating extra houses. And the same holds good even for life and skill building. Find out which are the new trend of future skills which will help you for future upgrade and acquire them. Initially it may be some extra effort, but slowly you may start building on the existing one, more and more skill set, and this will help you to build up with multi-level skills and experience holder, which can shape your future in complete new way and also help you to extend your career to the next level. And there are many more techniques to support decision making, which we will discuss in due course, as how to take right call even for career switch if you wish to move towards your passion and also earn money. How do we go there? What systematics can be used? So to bring the perspective, this will revivify your working career by adding required skill. And if you take efforts to develop complete new set of skill, you will also be able to reposition yourself. This is very proven concept of the spider web strategy and fundamental of our alphabet or in our dream technique. In the next club, we are going to reveal the next alphabet, which is E, and we will go into the deep dive of this systematic, which is called E for energy. Hope this is creating a lot of value to you, and if you find value, please like this content, and also do not forget to subscribe the channel. So see you in the next club.